What's going on, guys? I made the video about the cans and it's going viral. I do sell them as kits. We're working on bases right now. I got to make a couple changes to the website. Y'all have some questions. Let's get in the cab and answer them. All right, so now that we're in the cab here, this is the gauges. Now, a couple things that are questioned about is the white tape. So I would usually sell it with black tape, or that's how I am going to sell it, but I use this for visual explanation on my truck. So you got the 3M tape here and there. It's the thicker foamed tape. So that way it adds a little bit of vibration dampening. Diesels vibrate a lot, trucks shake around a lot. Thought of that might help. So that's why it's also in between each can individually, or each base individually, because the bases are separate, right? So if you buy one base, two base, three base, or four bases, they're not connected. I'm going to send them out connected with the 3M tape in between them with black 3M tape, but I did it this way, so that way if you only wanted one or four, I didn't have to make four different base options. Now, the other thing is there's 3M tape, like I said, on the bottom here and on the back, and it does make very nice contact, as you can see there. Next question. Well, what about the cans fading? Well, they're not really going to fade. They're clear coated. At least they shouldn't fade. Like car paint, right? When you put clear coat on it, it shouldn't fade. Maybe over time it will, but that's a long time. So we clear coat every can that we send out, so that way fade is hopefully prevented. If it doesn't work, we'll switch off to a Mod Podge. Now, some of you guys are wondering, well, do you sell this kit for cars or other trucks? Well, that's where I need you guys to come and play. I need you guys to make orders. If you got a 2002 GMC and you want this, I need you to order, so that way I can make a base for it. As I get more orders in and more bases created, yes, I'll have a base available for your vehicle. So that's kind of where we're at with that. And I will be selling replacement cans just in case you want to change your cans out. I also am developing a base right now for monster cans, NOS cans, soda cans, because they're the bigger can. Right now I have it where it works for the Alani cans, Red Bull cans, the white small mini monster cans, and any other can that's that standard size Red Bull can, like a Celsius can, etc. Technically, Michelob Ultra as well if you're Michelob people. It doesn't really matter on the can you want. Just let me know, and I'll get the cans, and I'll make it happen. So that is the gauge cans for you. Now, the last question that I have is, well, what's it look like when you're sitting in the driver's seat? Well, the nose, or my phone, is touching the nose, my nose, right now. Right? And that is what it looks like, how you would be driving, directly in front of your view. Not off to the pillar side, but directly in the front, which is super nice. Well, what if I don't want my gauges there? Well, let me know, so maybe I can make a gauge platform for here. Again, this is where orders are going to matter. If you don't make an order, I'm not going to make a base. I'm not going to waste several hours of time on AutoCAD designing bases that aren't going to sell. It takes a long time, and you can ask most AutoCAD people. It doesn't just happen in a second. You can't just do it in 1 minute and it be done. It takes a couple hours to design something, try it, prototype it. If it doesn't work, then you're on to the next one and you're re-prototyping, right? So it takes a couple tries. I mean, I made at least 4 bases before I even got to this one that I liked. So it takes some time. Now, that's where we're at. Again, guys, you guys have to order. If you don't order, then I'm not going to make a base. But right now we have 3rd-gen bases out. And don't be afraid to order if you have a BMW or, Duramax, Power Stroke. Just make the order if that's what you want. And then we'll make it happen. I might email you, ask some questions for some pictures of your dash, a couple other questions where you want it location-wise, and go from there. Also, the final question was, can you color match them? Sure can. Now, that's only because they're glow shifts, and not everybody likes glow shifts. Some thinks they're called glow poops. Some like ISPROs, some like AEM. It doesn't matter what gauge you have. Any standard 52 mil gauge will work for this kit. And I am going to try to make a custom order spot where if you want me to put the gauges in it for you with all the wiring work already done, that is an option. It's just going to cost you more because I'm not a dealer for any of the gauge companies. That'll change soon, but I got to get sales for that to be a priority, I should say. So with that, yes, we can do any gauge that's a standard 52 mil face, and we can go from there. And we will offer, like I said, pre-set up. So all you have to do is take your labeled leads and put them where they need to go and plug in your sensors. Outside of that, ready to go. That is kind of all I have, guys. If you have any more questions, please do comment down below, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And y'all go have a good one. Check out the website. We also do sell merch. That'll be at our vendor booth at Freedom Truck Meet the 13th through the 15th in Van Wert, Ohio. You can check us out there too.